The following is a presentation of TFNN. It is now time for the Diagnostic Trading Hour with your host, Darrell Martin.
And I got Lou from Fairfield, Connecticut. Man, how you doing, Lou?
I'm doing good, Darrell. And I got to tell you, you're not just blowing hot air out there. I think the way you look at the market is terrific. You're a nice guy as far as over the TV. All the research you do, all the homework you do, I truly appreciate it. I appreciate your view of the market. It's awesome.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Darrell Martin.
All right, folks, going back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. I'm your host, Darrell Martin, right here on TFNN. And always reminding you, check us out on your mobile phone at TFNN MOBI, live inside the eSignal platform or Tiger TV in high definition right there at TFNN.com. Let's check out where the markets are at right now. We got the S&P is up 5.75 points right there, about 6 points right now. We got the Russell up a little over 8. NASDAQ is up a few points on the day. And we got the Dow is currently up 82 points. Going on in and let's see here. Looking at where we got copper and we have gold. Copper right now is currently down 0.33%. And let me see here. Ticking issue. Always ticking issue. All about the ticks here. Anyways, let's see. We got copper currently is, like I said, down 0.33%. And we got gold is currently down 17 points on the day. So some really, really nice moves there in the commodities. Looking at silver, it is currently down 1.8%. So a massive move there in silver. And let me grab this over here. Going on into oil. Oil is currently up over 0.5%. We got natural gas is insanely flying. It is up nearly 4.5% on the day. Massive move. We got corn up about 1%. Soybeans up over 1%, up 17 points on the day. We got some nice FX moves with NFP going on today, and unemployment or employment rate and non-farm payrolls, all that coming on out. We're going over at pound dollar, currently down 0.5%. We got euro dollar, which is down, by the way, pound dollar down 76 pips. Euro dollar is down 85 pips. We got the euro pound is currently down 10. On the dollar franc side, we got dollar franc is up $67, showing some definite strength across the board here. Dollar yen up 171 pips there. Aussie yen up 110. Looking on over at the Aussie dollar, we got to move down to 60 pips on the day. Right now, bond slightly negative, and King dollar there moving on up over 0.5%. So some nice, good moves already in place, and hopefully you're able to take advantage of some of that this morning with the NFP reports. And what we should do is go through. We'll get a few things, but I'm gonna pull up. Let's see here, and gotta enable something so I can open this chart for you. There we go. So right here we got, like I said, a great move down right there on oil. Came on down to one deviation. We were talking about this morning, and started moving on back up for us. But it's a great move there again on oil. Like right at one deviation, we're looking at, hey, let's look at a bounce off this. Let's potentially trade that right there, and it did bounce right off of it and popped right on back up. And actually, right now we're all the way back up to, this is a little bit delayed chart, getting ready for the show, but we're all the way back up to like 66.20 at the moment. Actually, 66.37 now. So we're moving way back up here. We passed the 0.5. We're moving back up towards settlement. Anyway, so nice move in oil. Let's see, we got, the Dow, so obviously in positive territory off the report that came out. And let me see here. If I can get this to open, there we go. So sort of, oscillating around there quite a bit, but then moving on up. And we saw a lot, same thing happening on the, the other indices. We were talking about that this morning on the bull bear binary hour. Let's see. Gold right now. Pulling that up, just basically turning into a nice current short elite trade on the day. We're not actually busting below one deviation right now, and again, all this off of non-farm payroll. And let's see some general news. What's going on right now? We got the financials. You are heading up on Wall Street. They're doing really good. The financial sector, the utilities are lagging behind. So the Dow Industrials, within 10 points, that 18,000 magical number. The S&P rising on up to 2078. Let's take a look at that and pull it up there. Give me 1 second. I'll put the chart on here. And let's load up a simple template that makes it easy for you to see and follow along. There we go. All right. And here we pull this up. But, moving up and making some new record highs. They're up at 2078. And it looked like it was going to turn around, but then it popped back up, hit it again. Tommy was talking about this morning on Bull Bear Binary Hour with this big magnet up price. It goes up. It does hit that. But notice what happens when we hit it. Compare the volume here. This is not a high volume bar. It didn't really break it with any kind of strength. And so failure to break it should mean it should pull on back down right now. Going on in, let's see. So we got that nice new record. It's up there. Settle back down going into the end of the week. Euro dollar hovering right around 1.23 over here. Let me pull that up. We'll check into it and look at a couple of these. But let's see here. Right there. All right. And, it's not loading up. Let me pull up the natural, maybe my connection there. We'll pull up the big natural gas move. I wanted to show that one to you. Or it may just be Ninja. All right, so we'll come back to those here in a second. And, there we go. Okay, I think I got it. There we go. Move that over. As that connects, we'll come right back on here. Pound dollar hitting fresh 1-year lows below 5,600. So it's moving on down there. Got the dollar yen just rising. And I want to open these charts with you. So give me 1 second here while I get this all connected up and running so we can fly through them together. And it makes a little more sense when I'm showing you the charts with the trades. And where things at, we got the dollar index at its highest level since March of 2009 today. So just lots of new highs, new lows going on. Aussie dollar hitting fresh 4-year lows. And I just want to pull these up and put them on here. There we go. That's so much better. But there's that big 4% move on natural gas. Not completely out of the expectation range, right there, 1.5 deviations, but pretty big. But going back over here to some of these other ones that just went in, U.S. yen, just, going. Yen just getting hammered, dollar getting stronger. And let's see where we're at on the deviations right now on the dollar yen. This pulls on up. So, yeah, we're right there up 121, 1.2, 1.54. So it's right above one deviation. We're much calling it. This is, off the NFP, like right there. It's bam, and then, 10 minutes later, it literally made a one deviation move, well, not a one deviation, but a half deviation move in, 10 minutes. But flew straight on up there after flying down, then back on up, and hovering right at one deviation. Pretty flat on the day at this point. But, again, rising above 121.50 just now, heading up above there. So looking on over at, we're talking about the fresh lows there on the euro dollar, and then just getting hammered. They continue to pump. We're scaling back. So the dollar's just getting stronger against just about everything out there. And pull that up. I think I might be able to even go in and bring this down a little faster. All right. So right here we got it moving on down, and about a one deviation down move. It actually is a deviation high to low down move on the euro dollar. Getting most of that happening right there on the NFP. That's why it's so helpful to have those deviation levels if you're doing any kind of Nadex trades on them. We'll get back over at the pound dollar. And I mentioned a little bit earlier on the pound dollar how we'd hit fresh one-year lows, dropping below 5,600, and to get a deviation high to low, not a deviation level, but a one deviation move for what I put on the scanner each day. And let's bring up the Dow because it's really pushing for that 18. Let's see if it's there. And yeah, I mean, just within reach. Something like 25 takes a break at 18. So that's going to be the big number there, right? The big round number, lots of zeros in there. Going in and break at 18,000. So, but it's literally like if we would have today, we would have broke it. Keep that number in mind. Just, understand there's going to be a lot of order flow on both sides going on right there. Let's see here. We got the Aussie just getting nailed and plummeting right there after the NFP. Go over here. And so going, just really, but once it moved, it got pretty flat. And one of the things I talked about on the NFP report, I said, expect most of the movement to happen usually within about the first 15 minutes or so. And then I said, expect it to be pretty flat, choppy going into the rest of the day on pretty much all these currency pairs. And as you can see, we're seeing that. And we'll walk through each one of those today as well, sort of like the ranges we were expecting, what we were looking for, how they worked out. There were some pretty big moves. So did those still work out as straddles, as condors, etc.? We got gold. Like I said, gold, some big moves there. Let's go ahead and check that out. Bring that chart on up right now. And so gold, just look at this thing just rocketing all over the place. But it comes on down, busts below a deviation, comes back up, comes right back down to a deviation level on the day. All right, well, that catches us up there just on sort of the current, highs and lows that are being broken. And let me see what else we got going on over here. Let's look at the news. Let's do an NFP review and, talk about the trades I talked to you about yesterday and at least the ranges and how those ranges worked out on each one of the FX pairs. Okay, like what was our expected move? What kind of move did we get? And let's do a walkthrough on that. And right here, pull it up. Okay. So I got the information over on the side. What we'll do is we'll sort of walk through each one with you. So right over here, we'll start off with the euro. And this is in relation again to looking at the news trades. We said, the average over the last several years is 100 pips. Usually we're seeing the 60 pips work pretty well. Got a pretty big move. So let's, when we get back, we'll check it out. Hang on right there.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock in option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Check out the new look of Tiger TV. Now you can see all hosts, charts, and computer screens live in high definition. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pezzamento, Andy Hecht, Thinkorswim, or Darrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV. Now, crystal clear in high definition, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't seen the new look of Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com. Darrell will take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Alrighty, folks, we're going back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour, and what we're doing is we're looking at, let me pull this chart down right here, and looking over at the sort of the expectations of movement that I was giving on the NFP report for the currency pairs, and let's just see how well that lined up on movement expectations. And we said, hey, you may do iron condors, you may do strangles, just really depends upon price. So it depends on what time you got in, what expiration you're looking at. Obviously that can, vary a little bit. Euro dollar, we said we were looking right around 100 pips of, potential movement on the trade. And so if we go, we look, now we said between 8 and 10. Okay. So if we go 8 o'clock and go over here to 10, we got 93 pips. We talked about if you're doing iron condor, looking at the 3 o'clocks because it gives it time to pull back. But right there, so we got 93 pips out of 100 expected. So pretty nice on target. Going on in and looking on over at the Aussie dollar, looking for 60 pips on it. And right there, so we'll go over here, go to 8 o'clock, take that on down to the low at 10 here, which was okay, right at 10 there. We got 54 pips between 8 and 10. So just 6 ticks away from that, so really, really good. Let's see, we got pound dollar. Looking for also about 100 pips on the pound dollar. And between 8 and 10, so we've got more than that. Let's see here. Go on to 8 o'clock, and then take that down to the 10. And we got 116 on the pound dollar. So massive move. Going into dollar CAD, we were looking for 75 pips on the dollar CAD with an FP today. And let's see, so we'll take this over from 8. Go into basically how right were we, all right? So to 10 o'clock, we got our high, actually was right on the 10 o'clock there. And we got 83. So we got 83 on an expectation of 75. So all these so far really well within range. See, dollar franc. That one has been pretty volatile there. We were looking for 92 pips on it. And we got, let's see here, 8 o'clock. And again, taking that to the 10 o'clock high right there, 83 on an expectation of 92. So looks like we're about within 10 ticks or so on each side. And then dollar yen, looking for 80 pips on it. So we go into dollar yen right over here. And take that up to the high. Got 112. So we even blew past those expectations there. All right, and then going in, we talked about the pound CAD and the euro CAD. So let's see if that'll work for me. And so on the pound CAD, don't have the deviations up on there, but that's okay. Let's see. Let's just look at 2 more days. So instead of doing that, we'll just calculate what we need right here, and take that down to the low before 10, while less volatile than normal. So 54 pips. So that one was actually quite a bit less. As far as going into the end of the day, where are we at right now? We're at 69 pips. Really not near as much as we normally see. And so we'll look at how the CAD reports and the pound reports came out. They may have conflicted and offset each other. So let's see here, going from 8 and then 10, definitely not that much, about 60 pips on the trade. So you're looking at about a break even on those. Okay, so how did those reports come out? Let's pull them up and go over and pull up Forex Factor. We had employment change. Employment went down. Their unemployment rate stayed the same in Canada. Here in the U.S., our employment went up, and our unemployment stayed the same. So you got a little bit of an offset there. Canadian worse than that. So I'm still surprised we actually did get a little bit of a move, but on those cross currencies. But either way, most of those worked out really well, except for the really advanced straddles. We're looking at around much closer to break even. And it may have actually been better because there's a variance with that. It's not just like the movement, because you have a limited risk on one side. So it's a little bit different than a pure, pound dollar or pound CAD or euro CAD. All right, stay there. We'll be back right after this.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Darrell Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Darrell Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or Tiger TV streams. We say you can.
Each and every time that the dollar ticks higher, S&P wants higher price. Each and every time that the dollar's ticking lower, guess what? S&P wants lower price. Dollar, the metals, and the S&P are going tick for tick.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
All right, folks. Welcome on back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. And we're going through to check it out. We're going over the NFP step-by-step. Some other things to look at here, the 20-minute binaries. Wanted to talk to you about that a little bit. And let me pull up. So right here we'll go into, the examples on these trades. One of our traders just sent me some of these shots. They got some 20-minute binaries, use some of the systems that I teach. They're going through, just putting some trades on. Here's another one got sent over. So, really just getting into these 20-minute binary contracts and taking, great advantage of them. Sold at 42, down at 4, sold at 36, down at 550, sold at 40, down at 550, sold at 35, down at 1. That's U.S. Tech. Was he trading Wall Street, S&P, small caps, and that's trading all 4 indices right there. And let's see what else we got going on now. So basically, they send me a few of these every 20 minutes or so. Let me sort of see how they're doing, and they're loving them. Tommy was talking about how if you get onto them, just be ready to sit there for the entire day. Not because you have to, because you're not going to want to walk away. And just trade these 20-minute contracts over and over and over again. So, if you've been with us before, you know that you can use the ranges on the 20-minute binaries. You can do directional trades. You can do breakouts. Nadex has those 5-minute binaries coming out soon as well. We got to see those next week. And what they're going to do is on the Aussie dollar, the pound dollar, euro dollar, and dollar yen, they're going to list 3 strikes every 5 minutes. They'll be 5 pips wide, so 3 binaries on those 4 FX pairs, 5 pips wide each. And they'll start at 6 o'clock with the first expiration at 6:05 p.m. Eastern time there, and they will go all the way over to 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. So basically 22 hours a day. So that'll be on the 4 Forex pairs. So you got your 20-minute binaries during the day, basically between 9:40, I guess 10 o'clock is the first expiration, but 9:40 when they start to 4 o'clock on the 4 U.S. indices. And then you have your 5-minute binaries on the 4 major FX pairs. But anyway, so just, pretty cool. There's a lot of trading opportunities, whatever your schedule is. And, you obviously, adapt your system, your strategy, your style to what's available on there. Yeah, it's got another one sent over. These are literally about to expire here in just the next few minutes. And small cap, U.S. Tech, Wall Street, you can see right there, another, $100, 20 minutes, just going in and, buying, selling some in-the-money contracts and just taking advantage of them. Anyways, so, but these, definitely you want to check these out if you haven't checked them out. If you don't know how to, if you're like, what is this about? Hop on over to TFNN.com. Check out the Nadex link on the right side. Okay. Once you go there, go ahead and click on Trading and click on the Demo Trading Platform. Fill in the information right there. Your username, first name, last name, phone number, email address. Click Apply for Demo. And they'll send you an email within about 15 seconds, or at least a minute or so, maybe at most. You'll be able to log in, and you'll be able to log in, and you'll be able to try out the 20-minute binaries. And understand that when you do that, it's going to make it a little more challenging because you have to click between the 4 different markets, or the 5-minute binaries. Click between the 4 different markets. You have to refresh. If you use the scanner that I made, you can get a free trial, you can check that out, then it'll automatically load them up for you every 20 minutes. And so going in here, so if you go, hey, I want to see the 20-minute binaries, and we're on the spreads. Let's go to binaries. Go to the binary scanner. This feeds data in live from the Nadex platform. Bring this down to 30 minutes, and it'll automatically, loop. So that's just dropped off, then it's expired out. These are coming right up. And what we'll see here, literally in a matter of a minute or so, is you'll have 9 more contracts pop on up across the board. And so if I say I only want to see in-the-money contracts, well, I'll put them all up there first. But what you'll see is we're going to see a lot more contracts pop up by doing this. Say both. That way you can see everything. But when they come live on the demo platform, what you have to do is you have to hit refresh. I'll show you how that works as well while this is going. Let me log in over here on my demo. And go. And let's see here. There you go. Boom. See how that popped up live right there for you? And with all those additional strikes come online. Versus, if I can ever get logged in over here, on Nadex, if I could have got it in right before, it would have been nicer. But what happens is, come on. Another reason why I like the scanner. But anyway, so thanks for just logging in. I haven't logged in too many browser windows right now. If you go over here and 20-minute binaries, indices, then you can see right here the contracts. So you got one, you have to click between 4 different markets, okay, to see, like if you want to trade the 4 U.S. indices. 2, you have to hit refresh every 20 minutes, which is easy to forget. You're looking at it, you're like, oh man, I got to hit that. You got to reload it. And then when you reload it, guess what? You get to go over here. You get to go to 20 minutes again. You get to go here again. I mean, it doesn't sound like a big deal, but you do this constantly, it adds up. Also, just having to click between them to find the different ones, where you could add 4 charts up. You could say, I'm trading in the monies, trading range bound, and like there's every contract for you that immediately qualifies. Or maybe you're just looking, maybe you're just long the indices. There's your long trades that are in the money. So it makes it really easy, really short, instead of having all these contracts, all these places you got to click. Remembering to refresh, click. It's just right there on the screen, narrow it down to whatever you want. Makes it super, super simple. A lot of people think the scanner is an advanced tool. It's really beyond that. It's made to make it easy out of the gate for you. But you can check that out for free. Let's see here. As far as the news trades, like I said, we already talked about a few things on there. But another thing is just, looking at getting you ready for next week. And let me pull that up. And we'll dive into that for you. And at least the first couple days here that we got to look at. Let me open it one more second. I got it all done. Just got to... All right, so we got a Frank trade on Sunday. We're looking at an 11 p.m. entry on the dollar Frank to 7 a.m. expiration. This is trading the CPI and retail sales 315 release on dollar Frank. Usually not a big mover. We're looking for an iron condor of $25. That means when we buy the lower spread and we sell the upper spread, we want the max profit from both spreads combined to be $25. So, which would be our minimum profit of $25 or higher. You may have to leg in, but should be able to pull that off right there. And it's pretty flat, meaning we don't really expect it to go up or down more than about 25 pips. If it moved up 50 pips, we'd still be at a 1-to-1, max loss to max profit ratio on the trade. We also have a CAD housing starts report coming up on Monday morning at 8:15. And that's also an iron condor, basically the same trade. Of course, it's a little different time. The dollar Frank was entered at 11 p.m. with the 7 a.m. expiration. This is entered at 8 a.m. with the 10 a.m. expiration. And it's $25. So it's the iron condor we're looking at on that one. Going on in, and let's see, what do we got on the evening on the 8th here? We will have the pound manufacturing production report. A little bit more volatile, but not that much. Still looking for an 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. And again, iron condor for $30 minimum profit. So you just take these down, jot them down, get your news plan week all put together for you. We got the Aussie dollar home loans coming in at 6 o'clock with an 11 o'clock expiration. That's going to be on the 9th. So again, 6 o'clock to 11 o'clock for a $30 iron condor. Just laying out the news plan for you for the week. We got the pound trade balance report, 4:30 a.m. On December 9th, 11 p.m. entry on the 8th, there for a 7 a.m. December 9th expiration. Again, it comes out at 4:30, and trade balance report usually is less than 30 pips. So we got a $30 minimum profit that we're looking at on that one. Big reminder, we're going to have the ags report, not the annual one, but the wage report coming out. Could definitely rock, wheat, corn, soybeans, all that. So make sure you're very aware of that. There's a lot of different ways to trade it, but just make sure you're aware of it and don't get caught in a limit move, especially if you're a futures trader. You got the weekly oil inventory report, spikes, trackers, range bound, straddle trades, things like that. The weekly oil inventory report on the 10th. It'll be at 10:30. Let's see, looking at the evening. On the 10th, we have a Aussie employment report, employment change unemployment rate. Not usually a big move at all. $30, 30 pip move is about all we get out of it. So we're looking for 30 pips or more. Profit on the trade, minimum profit on the iron condor, and again that's entering the lower spread, buying the lower spread, selling the upper spread, entering at 7 o'clock for a 9 o'clock expiration with a release at 7:30. Then we got one more that night on the 10th. We have a Frank trade, dollar Frank, 3:30 release. You got various reports. They got their LIBOR rate, monetary policy. There'll also be a press conference coming out. Usually pretty minor, 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. We're looking for a 30 pip iron condor on that trade. Again, that's on the dollar Frank. Walking into the 11th, it's a pretty light news week, not massive news reports. We got core retail sales, import prices. Euro dollar usually is about 30 pips on this trade. 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. expiration. Iron condor is what we're looking for. If you can get dirt cheap, maybe you go in and get a strangle, or straddle. But in essence, we're looking for, we said, about 30 pips on the trade. And buy lower spread, sell upper spread, minimum $30 profit for an 8 a.m. entry, 10 a.m. expiration. We'll have U.S. unemployment claims coming out. We're going to have the weekly natural gas inventory coming out. Again, spike tracker vault. You can look at iron condors or strangles or straddles on there, just whatever the premium gives you. Walking into Thursday evening, we're going to have a Euro industrial production report. Not a big deal at all, but 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Actually, we went 35 pips on this one. 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. on the Euro dollar trade and the Nadex spreads, Euro dollar industrial production report. And this is sort of a trade you put on and go to sleep, let it handle itself. And then we got Friday, just the PPI, core PPI, and looking at the euro dollar on this trade as well. 8 a.m. entry, 10 a.m. expiration, 25 pips of profit on the trade is what we're looking to get for that trade. That gives you your news plan for the next week. Let's look at where some of the markets are at right now. And let me see if I can get, let's see here, one more piece up. So we got the NFP report. We talked about that. Let's see. All right. So one of the things I want to look at was just pull up some of the deviation moves and see where we're at. And we haven't done a deviation review in quite a while. And so let's go in here and let's talk about this system. It's pretty simple. It's also a good trailing stop system I like to use personally. But let's look at some of these big, these big FX moves. They're a little bit harder to do, I guess, today. Today was, news day. But let's see here. We'll keep going. If we can find some that are crossing through without flying through. That could be the challenge. Let's see. We'll go. I guess we got about a deviation move right there on the Russell. Let's look at the deviation high to low indicator with it and see if that gives us any clue as to where we might be going next. And load up the additional days on the market so I can get everything we need. So now once that's going up, we did move up about 88% of a deviation move. Right now, not quite at a full deviation run on this market. And let's see here. What do we got? It's pulling on back down from that right now. We're at 0.5. May look to go back to settlement. I was talking about even oil is looking to do that earlier. Let's check out where oil is at from the top of the show. And where we're going into now, it's about to go into the last half hour for the pit. It didn't quite run up. It hit the 0.5, broke up, about 50% settlement, come back down to 0.5, settling right there on it. Going in and looking at the NASDAQ. Cover that when we get back.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain the this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy, a set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders, take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
TFNN has just announced a special sale for the Gold Report for a limited time only. To celebrate the 660th weekly issue of Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, that's more than 12 years, TFNN is having a special one-time sale. Right now, you can receive 60 weeks of the Gold Report, that's 14 months, for only $600. We're offering Tom O'Brien's dynamic weekly newsletter at only $10 a week, half off the regular monthly price. By taking advantage of this special offer, you also get a signed copy of Tom O'Brien's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, an $88 value. The Gold Report is published every Tuesday and provides subscribers with Tom O'Brien's expert commentary on the industry, as well as detailed information on a variety of mining equities. Not all gold stocks are the same. This offer is valid for current or new subscribers. All the details are on the front page of TFNN.com. The sale will be over before you know it, so act now and lock in this incredible price by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Join David White as he keeps you up to date on the latest tech stocks while he uses his Power Law Vector Indicator to identify the best trades. The Power Trading Hour, next on TFNN.
Alrighty, folks, we'll come back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. So Nasdaq, we're looking at pretty flat right now, not even moving a deviation, just really quiet after all these big moves we've had. Of course, the big news has not really been so much in the tech sector at the moment. We like to go in on the September, rallies and everything. Well, yeah, Russell, though, did have that nice move up. Going on over, and we talked about the Dow earlier, looking to break that 18,000 level. It's going for it, or is it coming back down, right? So place your trades now. Anyway, so it's, keeps pushing on up. So, I mean, just, we're 40 points off of it right now. Going on in, looking at our metal sector on gold. We got gold right now, and let's look at the deviation moves across. I was going to want to do a 10-minute deviation review with you, but with the big moves on NFP, it's a little bit different layout. But down, sitting right at the deviation right there, looking on over at silver. And let's see what we got coming up here. And a pretty nice move on it as well. Right there down to 1 deviation, pretty much right off the NFP. I mean, just right to that level. Perfect. I'm going on in and checking out copper over here. So we'll pull that one on up. But, I mean, you got to love when it just does pop right to those big levels there. And, commodities being hit harder. News usually affects the dollar, which will, a lot of times impact the metals quite a bit more than it will the indices. The one time, the Fed announcement would be the one thing that can change things around whenever that happens. But anyway, so going on down and moving down a deviation move high to low, meaning we'll see, by the way, when the Fed announcement, we'll see it more in the indices on like Fed announcements, but on NFP, a lot of times we'll see it more in the commodities. I've seen lately, a lot of times more in the commodities and the FX pairs, unless the Fed is talking a lot about unemployment rate as being a prerequisite for their next change. But they've lightened up a little bit on some of their more recent statements. But copper down 1 deviation from high to low, so nice move right there. Going on in and checking out a few of we did a pretty good review of the FX pairs. Let's go down and look at, click the button too soon. But I want to pull up, and we'll just look at our ags on the day. We got corn, see where it's at for you ag traders out there, and also pull up soybeans. And on soybeans, right over here, moving on, that moved about a little over, actually about a deviation and a half. Went down, actually 0.7 deviations, up 1 to positive 1. So down negative 0.7, up to positive 1. So we had a nice big move on the deviations today, sitting up at the positive 1 deviation right now on the day in corn. Basically meaning the expected move. Don't expect a lot more out of the trade. And then hop on over to soybeans. Soybeans is currently looking like it is up, 1.5, pushing on 2 deviations. So some nice, strong moves in the ag market. Some good volume on those moves. And just flying up right there. So busted through, actually hit 1. Oscillated on it, and just here the last, half hour or so, really seen it to bust up. It actually it's pushing up for a whole other deviation move. And let's see, I just got another screenshot in on these trades coming up. It looks like 20-minute binaries again. So if you're not checking these things out, got some traders demo trading these, learning how they work. Hop in, play with them, have some fun. Definitely, sign up, get that demo account activated, learn how they work, and hop on that scanner to help you out. Y'all have a great weekend, and I will see you Monday.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. You're watching Tiger TV.